Hello my little cherubs, welcome back to my channel, Red Fire Flags. I'm Phoenix, and welcome back to my subscribers. I'm about to say you do it, yeah, thanks. Thanks for being with me, and welcome to my newbies as well. Please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well so that you're aware anytime I upload a new video. What's that for you? Sorry, I've got messages coming in fast and fixed. Let me just get the housekeeping out of the way before I jump in. Yeah, please like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment as well. Help my channel to grow. I'd be so grateful. And hitting that like button is a free energy exchange anyway. So best way to give me that little free energy exchange is to hit that like or that subscribe. And we'll see how that goes. So I've got messages for the collective tonight, this morning, whatever, because it's like almost 4 a.m. And I've been bothered all night to give these messages, but I've been procrastinating. So let me dive straight in. I am talking to guys that are in an unfair or a weird sort of power dynamic. So whether that's at work or in a relationship or in your family dynamic, it really doesn't matter. Please just apply that how it fits. If it resonates with you, then great. Some bits may resonate with you, some bits may not. All of it might not. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's just not your bit, or it's not your reading. But for the most part, little bits should resonate with you. And if that's the case, please stick with it because there's obviously some messages here for you. So again, I am picking up on a group that's in an unhealthy power dynamic. And I feel like if this is a partnership then, or a relationship, then there's sort of somebody not, okay, it's a bit like somebody going to work and the person being at home not really getting the respect that's due for what they're doing or for the role that they're playing because the other person is earning the money, not realising that the person at home, whoever that is keeping that ticking over. If it's at work, then it's obviously a boss that's probably abusing their power, and you're sort of in that situation as well where you're kind of, it's a really unfair situation. But there's also a part of you that's kind of perpetuating that as well, because for the vast majority of you, you're not speaking up about this. So in a way, your silence is co-signing what this person is doing or what this situation is doing. If it's family, then it could be somebody who's an older relative, a mum, a dad, an older brother or a sister or whatever, who's kind of abusing their power. But again, there is I feel sort of blocked here, and there is no speaking up in regard to the situation. I feel like this person feels that they're right all the time. I'm picking up somebody who has to be right at whatever that cost is. And I feel like you not speaking up, it kind of co-signs that. So let's pull some cards, all right? And let's see what's going on, shall we? Spirit, what do we need to tell the guys tonight? What is the most important message? What is going on with this power balance, this unfair situation, this dynamic? What is going on here, please? Okay. So for a few of you that are in a relationship or you're married or whatever, and it's your partner that's behaving in this way, I feel like there is on your part some sort of dependency, and I feel like it might be a financial situation as well. I've got the Empress here, which has come out in the reverse as well. So anybody who's at work, or if it's a family situation, just apply it as it is. I'm going to not confuse myself by trying to divide it all of the time. So I'm just going to read it as it is. However it applies to you, please just apply it in that direction of your life, okay? So there is some sort of dependency. So I feel like this is a financial dependency. And I feel like this is why this is taking place. I also feel that there's some sort of confusion or disillusion where that's concerned. So maybe this person's made you, or these people are making you feel as though you need them in some way, and your confidence isn't there. I feel like you lack inspiration as well, or lack some sort of idea or plan. I feel like what Spirit's asking you to do with this Ace of Cups is to find unconditional love in yourself and express that, and know that that trickles down to everyone else. I feel like with you not speaking up, not only are you suffering, but other people may be suffering underneath this situation or this regime or whatever it is. I also pick up, but I feel quite alienated. I feel isolated. I feel like I'm being kept away. So this is a dynamic where I feel like that, you know, it started off with little things being said, and it kind of snowballed after a while into bigger things, and now things are being said and done, and I feel like you're being made to feel powerless in the situation. I feel like you're being made to feel like you can't reach out, or you can't get any support from anywhere. This is heavy energy, and I didn't expect this reading to come out like this, but this is very heavy energy. I do feel like you need to reach out. For a small percentage of you that are going through something that is a little bit on the scary side, I would reach out and understand as well that although this person's made you feel a certain way, it doesn't necessarily make it true or a fact. And I feel like there is a change coming. Thank you. So the reason the message is coming through the way that it is Spirit wants to let you know that there's a change that's coming. I'm hearing, I think it's Sam Cooke, change is going to come, or change, yeah. I don't know how the song actually goes, or fully, but it's the rhythm that I'm hearing. Change is going to come. I've got the World card here, so I feel like, sorry, my apologies, the Wheel of Fortune. The World did come out, but the World is in the reverse, so just so you know, the World did come out. So yeah, there is definitely a change, and the cycle and the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. So in the beginning, the first card that did come out was the World, and it was upside down. So that's that's the cycle not changing. That's something that's sort of, it's stopped. It's upside down. It's not moving in the correct manner, and so I feel like in the present, this is where you are. You feel stuck. You feel like your voice, I feel like I can't speak. I feel like I'm not able to express myself properly, like I'm not supposed to. And I feel like you feel restricted, and I feel like this is what this is. But the cycle is changing. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. I feel like your luck is about to change in regard to this situation. So whether this is a relationship, a job, or family, whatever, there is a way out coming for you. And I feel like this way out is very much needed. I feel like you've been trying to manifest this way out and pray for this way out. Justice is being served. So please try not to worry about this situation that you are in. Easier said than done, because I am picking up some heavy energy. But I feel like you are going to be able to release this situation, person, place, or thing, or whatever, very, very soon. You're looking at any... Somebody doesn't want me to deliver this message, because somebody doesn't want me, because they don't want you to leave. They want you to stay there, wherever it is, underneath whatever this is. I'm picking up several scenarios, so please just apply it as it stands. Okay. Balance is being brought back into the situation. Okay. Justice is here. I feel like your intuition is going to be is sort of waking back up again. I feel like you're able to kind of you know this isn't right. You know whatever's happening. If you're witnessing something happen as well, because I'm also picking up on a group of people that are actually seeing an injustice happen, or seeing somebody go through something, or witnessing somebody or a child, something happening. And I feel like you are, you've questioned whether you're going to speak up or not, and at this point you're at this point where you want to speak up or you want to say something, and I feel like you're going to be doing that very soon. You're looking at anywhere between the next 1 to 3 weeks at the very most before this is something that you're stepping away from, or that you've sorted out, or that you've brought some sort of cause and effect to. I feel like there is somebody that's needing to be held accountable. I also feel like you may need to take some accountability for something or another. There are different groups of you. So this is for a fraction of you. And I don't feel like this is the fraction that's seeing an injustice. I feel like this is the fraction that's probably at work and not really kind of doing anything about the situation. I feel like the pay's not great. I feel like the boss is a bit of a bell end. I feel like the people that you're working with are a little bit on the toxic side as well. So there is some sort of accountability that needs to be taken on your part for staying in a situation that does not serve you, and that you know hasn't served you for a while now. And I feel like you're looking at anywhere between sort of a year or two. I feel like you've been in this situation, in this job, and you've known for a while that it wasn't even meant to be a permanent job. I'm hearing it was meant to be a stopgap, some sort of temporary situation, but you've been there for a while now. You know it doesn't serve your purpose, but it's just a paycheck at the end of the month, and to you it's just, well, at least the pay's coming in. There is something bigger and better for you, but you've got to take a leap of faith into yourself. You've got to step away from a situation. So start looking for something else. I don't advocate obviously leaving your job while you're working, and you don't just walk away from a job, but start looking for something else, because I feel like you're going to be needing to find somewhere else for your own mental state. Those of you who are witnessing or seeing something, I feel like you are going to be bringing in some clarity or telling some truth, and I feel like that's going to be holding whoever accountable. Those of you who are in a relationship and it's your husband that's acting a certain way, or that's behaving in a certain way, I feel like you're stepping away from the situation. I feel like for those of you who are married as well, this is a very mixed bag. So try and keep up with me, because I'm going to try and keep up with myself. For those of you who are in a marriage and it's your husband and stuff like that, you're starting to weigh up if you're going to be better off on your own. You are very much aware that single motherhood isn't an easy situation, but it's not easy now, is it? Like, you're already kind of like a single mum now. There's a fraction that the guys that I'm speaking to that are married in this reading, that are married, they're not happy in this marriage, because the person that they are with, they're not putting their shoulder to the wheel. They're not pulling their weight. I feel like you feel exhausted, taken advantage of. I feel like you don't feel respected, that you don't feel like your job is respected in the household, that you are not valued or appreciated. I also pick up that you're weighing up, because you're not happy, and you're weighing up whether or not you're better off on your own. Because at this point, thank you. I'm hearing some of you have got 2 children, some of you have got 3, and a small fraction of you have got 5. And however many children you have, you've got an extra child with your partner. And this person, it doesn't matter if they're male or female, whoever this is who goes out of the house to a job, they feel somehow that they are superior in some way, because they're the ones that are earning some money and stuff like that, not realizing that you being at home, you're the only reason they're able to go and earn that money and have a family. So take that and apply that as it is for you. I feel like you're looking for some sort of mental clarity. Sorry, 2 cards have come flying out. I've just got to grab those. You're looking for some mental clarity because you've been inside of yourself. You've written some things down, and I'm also picking up that in some ways some of these people have also been dishonest and had extracurricular activities on God. So I feel like this person has had, if you're married, most likely you found out about it. It's not nothing new. If you don't know about this is not for you, because those who I'm talking about have already found out that their partner's been deceptive and has been hiding either a whole second life and a whole second family, or a person, a mistress, or a third party, because it could be a female as well, it could be a woman as well that's doing this. I feel like you didn't want to be hasty, you didn't want to be rash. I feel like you wanted to think about the situation, and I feel like the first part of the reading, I feel like, sorry for me to, just my ADHD is really A-ing this morning. The first part of the reading was trying to gather the intel and all the rest of it. This part of the reading is strictly for those who are in that connection with that unhealthy power dynamic. And so this is what I'm going to be concentrating on for the next, I don't know, however long Spirit wants me to. So bear with me, okay? So yeah, I feel like you didn't want to rush. I feel like you wanted to think about things with the Hermit upside down. So I feel like you, as much as it's in reverse, it normally does represent that type of energy that somebody is being hasty. I do feel like you didn't want to come across as that. So you've taken your time to think about certain things, because once you found out that your person was acting a certain way, I feel like this person was betraying the connection, the marriage. And I feel like this person maybe made you have a low self-esteem as well due to their behaviours. I feel like when you found this out as well, I feel like this person actually tried to blame you for it. I feel like this person tried to make it out as if to say, well, you know, maybe if you, I don't know, wore makeup, or maybe if you dressed a certain way, whatever the excuse was, it was BS. It was just an excuse. This person would, you could have been putting on makeup, you could have been dressed to the high heels, you could have come home, had a cocktail at the door, had his dinner on the table steaming, and he still would have, or she still would have, they still would have done what they did. There was nothing you could have done. This person, this is the way the situation was. All right. So you're coming out of this, and I feel like you are taking, you're holding him accountable, or holding her accountable. You're taking your children, and you're not willing to bring this person up as well as your own children. So that's that part for the married people. I feel like you're definitely going to be stepping away, and I feel like you already made that decision to do so. You just need the extra bit of courage from Spirit in order to take that leap of faith, and I feel like that's what that message was for you. All of you who have come to this reading are in some sort of dynamic that has made you powerless, or that has left you with a low self-esteem, that's made you feel like your voice isn't valuable, or that I find it hard to speak, like you're just not meant to speak. This is changing. Like I said, change is going to come, and I feel like you're looking at over the next, and the time is going to be different for all of you as well. So for this change to actually start as well, you're looking at anywhere between sort of like a month, maybe a week to a month, and then I feel like this is going to be a continuation, something that continues to go on. It's not going to be like a massive tower moment, change, level the playing field, and then we start to rebuild. It's going to be a gradual thing. So I don't feel like it's going to be a shock to the system. You're not just going to walk out of your job or get sacked. You're not just going to leave your marriage or whatever, or leave the situation. You're not just going to F your family off. I feel like you're just going to put some steps in place, put some boundaries up. I feel like for those of you who have already decided to leave your situation, you will be doing so, but I don't feel like you're just going to leave like a thief in the night. I feel like you're putting in steps and plans and stuff like that, just to make sure that the transition is as easy as it can be for all involved. Let's pull some messages. Spirit, what messages have you got for the collective? What do you want to say? This reading was a bit mixed up, but I feel like I'm picking up on several energies, and now that my subscribers have increased, I feel like the collective energy has increased as well. So I'm trying to cast as big a net as I can to kind of get as many messages as I can for all of you, which is a little bit new to me. Give it that. And like I said, things are changing, and we've got this to me is the Ace of Swords. So that's like a breakthrough. Do you understand? That's like honesty, clarity. I feel like it's also fairness. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you're like Spirit saying that they want you to dream bigger. Okay, I just dream and wish for everything. But what I feel for this card is I feel that it's they wish and dream everything for you. So whoever your ancestors are or whoever your spiritual team are, I feel like they are the ones who are dreaming and wishing everything for you. They want you to have the brightest future as you can. They want you to kind of be happy. For those of you who were in a situation where your person betrayed you and made you feel as if you weren't attractive, or if made you feel as though it was somehow your fault or something, I feel like you are going to be stepping away from the situation and meeting somebody that shows you the complete opposite. Somebody that's obsessed with your body, somebody that's obsessed with how you operate, how you move, how you smell, how you are. And I feel like for those of you who were with your person and weren't able to kind of start a family yet, I feel like you'll be meeting somebody who wants to start a family with you. All right. So for those of you who I picked up who are in a connection or a marriage and you had children, and I had the messages for you, those were the messages for you. But for those of you who are in a connection and who don't have children, you will be stepping away from your person who has been dislodged. I feel like whoever it is or whatever's going on, it's still an unfair power dynamic. It's still a weird situation where this person thinks that they have the right to do certain things when really they don't. You're going to be meeting somebody that wants to start a family with you, that wants to give you that future. Okay. And for those of you who are wondering about your person, if there is somebody else, I feel like you've come here and that this unfair power dynamic and this deceptive behavior, I feel like your person has maybe got something or someone else around them. And I feel like you probably know this. And like I said, you won't just be breaking away and leaving the situation behind. You'll be making or putting steps in place to make that transition as easy or as smooth as possible for all of those involved, including yourself. So now is not the time for you to just cut everything dead, or just to leave your job, or just to leave the situation behind. And I am picking up quite a few of you are in a lot of heart pain at the moment, a lot of heartache, and finding out that the person that you thought you were going to be with has turned out to be a narcissist or a cheat or a liar, or to be fair, all of the above. I feel like this has caused you a lot of heartache and a lot of pain. Okay? I feel like this person came across as they could be your hero, that they could be your knight in shining armor and stop the pain. And I feel like all you wanted them to do was just to choose you. I feel like when you found out about this deception, all you wanted to do was just, you wanted them to choose you. At this point, I feel like you missed the way that things used to be, or the way that you imagined things to be, and it wasn't by your fault. You didn't just imagine it out of thin air. I feel like this person, you got the wrong end of the stick, because that's just what this person gave you. And you know, I get frustrated when people saying you got the wrong end of the stick. I can only get the end of the stick that you hand me, and I feel like this person handed you the wrong end of the stick. Like, you have got the impression you've got, and you've got the experience you've got, because this is what this person has done, and this is what you've got from them. Okay. I don't think that if you are in a connection, you're married to this person, or you've been with them for a while, I don't think that your family likes this person. I think that your family's been trying to speak to you about how this person treats you, about how this person This person's a bit antisocial as well, so I don't feel like this person really goes around family functions much. I feel like this person may be there, but they get a bit quiet. They might scroll through their phone. I'm getting the image of somebody, like a moody person who sits down in the corner and just scrolls through their phone, or just has got something else that they're doing that doesn't involve actually having to speak to anyone else. And that's that. And I know that, even with all of everything that's come out, you still don't have all the answers. I feel like this person or this situation is still going to be, I feel like this is still going to be revealing certain things, sorry. This is a situation where I feel like there are a few other people that know about what's been going on. There are a few people that know about this affair, and I feel like the gossip is causing you some pain as well. It's causing some issues. And no, I don't feel like this will get any better. I don't feel like if you just bide your time and whatever, for whatever situation you're in, whether it's work, family, whatever, like I said, just take it and apply it as it does to your situation. I don't think hanging around and just waiting to see if things get better is gonna actually do that. I don't think it's ever gonna get better. I feel that you just need to kind of right now try to get your ducks in a row and be onwards and upwards. This whole Eight of Cups situation, I haven't got the Eight of Cups here on the board, but it's in my mind, and you need to walk away and find your Ten of Cups. You deserve better than whatever this is. Whether it's the job you're in, you deserve better. You're not being used to the best of your ability. You're not being paid for your time the way that you should be. And I feel like you're in the job that you're in. If this is a job, if this is a relationship, whatever, like I said, apply it to how it fits to you. I feel like you're being exploited in some way. I feel like your boss or your partner or whatever, your family members, whatever the situation is, I feel like they do wonder why you still need them, or why you still give them the impression that you need them, and really they haven't really given you or done anything for you to feel that way, or to even express that's how you feel. I do feel like you need to kind of take your time, assess the situation for what it is, because you matter. You matter to spirit. You matter to God. Whoever it is that you deal with, you matter. You're important. And you should matter to you as well. And there we go. We've got definitely, because I can't make it up. It's confirmed. I feel like like I said, you are on the dawn of you stepping away from whatever it is that's not serving you. So whether this is a job, family, and you get the drift, you're stepping away from that. You're starting a brand new life. And for those of you who are going into a new job, you're going into a new job that is going to be not only financially rewarding, but emotionally rewarding and physically rewarding. You're going to enjoy where you are, rather than getting up and actually dreading the moment you open your eyes, just dreading the day. And if you are leaving somebody behind, then you'll be meeting somebody brand new, and that person you meet is going to absolutely it's going to make you feel like your life just started when you met that person. Those of you stepping away from a family situation, I feel like you're going to be making a new start, because I feel like you're just letting go of old traditions and things that don't serve you in the here and the now. So for those of you who are walking away from somebody to find somebody else, your person is waiting for you. And they'll wait for you to do the healing. It's never too late. Never. But when you die, it's never too late. Alright? I feel like you are going to be having good times with this person. But just know that if you make a decision to stay with your current person, stay in your current job, or stay around family members that do not wish you any well, I feel like you could lose everything. This card says, if I follow you, I could lose everything. But I feel like if you stay around certain people, things or places or whatever that don't serve you, then I feel like your blockages, it's going to stop your abundance. And your abundance could be in any form. That could be love, money, work, all the above. But I do feel like if you stay with somebody or stay in a situation that you're not meant to be in, I feel like this is going to call this, spirit will cause you to have a tower moment in order to change that balance, to shift that energy out. Because if it's built on a shoddy foundation, then when the rain comes, your house is going to wash away. Whatever you've built in it is not going to stand. Okay? And Spirit wants you to choose. They want you to choose yourself. They want you to choose your future. They want you to choose your happiness. They want you to choose to speak out. They want you to choose. Okay? And for those of you wanting to apply for new jobs but are worried because for some reason, I feel like your confidence has been knocked quite a lot for whatever reason, I feel like you need to just reach out to some companies, send out your CV, send out some applications or what have you, even to things that that you might think that you're not qualified enough for. Just send it out, because I'm telling you now, you will hear replies back from people that you didn't even think would reach out or get back to you. Cast a wide net. I feel like there's something great that's going to come back for you. And we've got that abundance coming in. So once you step away from things that are not serving you, Spirit's coming in to give you a massive, great big pentacle. This is the Ace of Pentacles, and usually it's like a hand coming in from the clouds, big gold coin on it. And I feel like that's coming in as soon as you're able to step away from this person. I feel like a few of you need to forgive yourselves. Maybe apologize to yourself and stop apologizing to other people. Sometimes we say sorry all the time, and we are saying sorry, but it's not necessary. Sometimes we need to say sorry to ourselves. Sometimes the closure that we are looking for is from ourselves. Yeah, Spirit wants you to be more selfish with your time, with your love, and with your care. Selfish isn't a bad thing. I think when it's used in a certain way, absolutely. But being selfish and investing more into self and having that love of self and stepping away from things that no longer serve you, that is what Spirit's encouraging you to do. You're not meant to self-sacrifice yourself. Spirit wants you to listen to your heart. Okay? Spirit wants you to listen to your heart and listen to your inner voice. I feel like you're ignoring what you want. I feel like whatever group you fall into, you are all ignoring yourselves. You are all ignoring what your true desires are. What will truly make you happy. And I do pick up for a few of you that are going to try and step away from a connection or step away from your job or whatever. They're going to be sort of acting like they don't want to lose you. Maybe they'll offer you a pay rise. Maybe they'll offer to be more considerate of your feelings. Maybe they'll offer to be more communicative, if that's even the word. Maybe they will exhibit that for a little while, but it won't last because it's not real. And it's only sort of like this to kind of keep you trapped, to keep you in this situation. Because while they'll say, I don't want to lose you, and then comes a maybe, it's not really sure, is it? And I do feel like a few of them may feel like you have hurt them. You know, when you're sitting down and you're speaking to your person or you're speaking to your whatever, and you're saying, look, this is how I feel about X, Y, and Z, or this is how I feel about the situation here, or this is how I feel about this situation there. I feel like you're being gaslit. I feel like the person is saying, no, well, you did X, Y, and Z, or you didn't stay after such and such, or you didn't dedicate your time there, or, well, okay, you didn't say this, or okay, you didn't do that. And I feel like if you're sitting down and discussing how you're feeling about something, I feel like somebody should just be there to listen and take that on board, because If they wanted to discuss those things with you, why didn't they bring them up at the time? Why did they wait for you to bring something to them in order for them to then address what their issue is? Seems a bit tit for tat, in my opinion. I feel like you stepping away from this person, though, this job or whatever, I feel like this is gonna grow how you feel about yourself. It's gonna grow your self-love. I feel like you're gonna make your own heart full. You're gonna make your own dreams come true. You're gonna be there for yourself and rescue yourself. And there's gonna be someone else that comes in, another job that comes in. But when that does happen, whether that's 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, then I feel like whenever that does happen, I feel like, sorry. Okay, thanks. I feel like whenever that does happen, you're able to appreciate that more. My spirit guide is saying to me that you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. You need time for you. Spirit wants you to take time out for yourself. They want you to maybe, I don't know, take a spiritual bath. If you don't know what a spiritual bath is, then ask me in the comments. I'll leave a comment or something. But I feel like you guys need to take some time out for yourself. I feel like you guys need to find the desire for yourselves again. I feel like you guys need to find that love for yourself, that appreciation. Like, I'm smelling Alien by Thierry Mugler, and for me, that's one of my favourite scents. And I don't have a bottle now because cost of living, who can afford that? I digress, it's not about me. Sorry. But whenever I smell that or I'm wearing that, I just want to, I'm for myself. I don't care about anyone else. When I've got that on, I'm just like, I don't care if you don't like me because I like me. Oh. And I'm hearing that song, I touch myself, I want you to touch me. Don't talk about my singing in it. Anyway, and I feel like Spirit wants you to reconnect with yourself. They want you to desire you. Okay? I feel like a lot of you, your intuition is trying to tell you a few things, and I feel like they've been trying to tell you a few things that's maybe come up in this reading as well. And I feel like your intuition is right. If you're thinking this person is not for you, you're right. If you feel like you've outgrown the situation, then you're right. If you feel like you need to step away from your job, you're right. If you feel like you need to step away from your narcissistic family members and your karmic family members, you're right. A lot of us don't realise where family is concerned that the first people that we are born to learn to detach from is our family. And forgive me for saying, and if you've stayed with me this long, thank goodness, but forgive me for saying, a lot of the time our family members are literally just glorified kidney donors. And I know how rude that sounds, but it's a fact. And 90% of the time, are they even a match? So the headache, the drama, the competition, the bitterness, the jealousy, I mean, what's the point? Why do you need to take... If you need a kidney, most of them can't even give you a kidney. You're not even a match. So to put yourself through so much stress, and your body, when it goes through stress, it attacks itself, they can't even give you an organ. What's the point? So yeah, sometimes, and for the majority though, I feel we're all born, and the first people we need to learn to detach from are our family members, because we've all got toxic family members. We've all got family members that we wish we didn't have, myself included. And it's in every family. It's not a bad thing. It's just the way family dynamics are. And so we learn to detach. I learned to detach from an early age. I've learned from a very early age to detach. I've got a rare blood group. My family, most of my family members cannot give me a kidney. So why am I listening to you give me headache, drama and stress? Why do I even care what your opinion of me is? There's nothing you can do for me. And I know how cold that sounds and how matter of fact that is, but it's a fact. And I think that is what's held me from being in connections longer than I should have been. Yeah, have I stayed longer in situations than I should have stayed? Yeah. But was I getting a payoff for it? Absolutely. When I was an addict, my payoff was my drug of choice. And I'd put up with your drama, your headache, whatever, because at the end of the day, you're going to supply me with whatever it is I want. And that happened to be that at the time. And so there is a payoff. If you're in a job that doesn't work for you, that payoff is your paycheck. If you're in a relationship that doesn't serve you, there is always a payoff. If it's not something physical, then it's something to do with how you want to punish yourself. If it's not something to do with how you want to punish yourself, it's something to do with how you see yourself. A lot of the time we're in these dynamics because of what we're not wanting to do with ourselves, or how we're not wanting to work on ourselves. And so there is a payoff. Sometimes we get to not look at what we don't want to see. So it depends on what that is for you. So please take that and apply that to how that applies for you. It's now, I don't know what time in the morning, but it's daytime. I have to get some sleep because I've got to get up. But I feel like Spirit wanted me to give you these messages. And so there are no timestamps or anything like that. I should have said that in the beginning, really. And so, yeah, I hope this reading resonated with you in whatever way. Please don't try to make anything fit. A lot of the time, our messages are quite specific. But I've noticed as my channel is growing, they're getting a little bit more broader, which is a bit confusing for me, but we all learn as we go along. And yeah, I didn't say I was a professional reader on YouTube, but I have been reading tarot since I was 12, been reading energy since I was like probably 15 or 16. And so on a one-on-one basis, or even in a group basis, personally, it's different. But being on a platform, it's definitely a new experience for me. So thank you for subscribing. If you've subscribed, thank you for staying till the end of the reading. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, please leave a comment on whether or not this reading resonated with you. And yeah, have a great night, morning, day, whenever you come to this reading. Take care.